are live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the fifth edition here of the Glory Dayz podcast. I am Ray Sanchez, joined by he is the iconic, the legendary Steve Monsta Mack, and today we are joined by a very special guest here. Hopefully, going to be a duo in a little bit, but it's for now. We have one half of the legendary SAT, Jose Maximo. How you doing?
Good, brother. How you guys doing?
Chilling.
You know,
I'm good, man.
it's
I'm
good
good.
to see Stevie, man.
I know.
I love seeing that little face. Look at that face. He don't change, bro. It's been like 20 years. He looks exactly the same as he's saying. Same baby face.
I gotta show you one of the first pictures I took over in Michigan. I look like Homicide's little brother, and from that point on, I changed everything. I never looked the same.
That's great. I love it, man. So what's going on, fellas?
Not much. How you doing, Mr. Superstar? You've been blowing up, you and your brother.
I don't know about that, but we're trying to get something
you guys
going.
are taking over the throne again. That's what's up.
Trying to see what happens. I'm just trying to take it back.
I just wish you guys would have came out a few years earlier when me and Moff were doing our thing full time, because I think we would have had a couple of matches up and beyond with Mike and Angel over and beyond.
Nice.
I think we would have changed things a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah.
Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
When you've been gone, you've been gone for how many? Is that him right now?
That's Joel. Yo, what's up, Jay? You on speaker? Say it again.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm so sorry, man.
It's okay.
It's okay. He's on the BQE. He's saying.
We're live, pal.
Joel time. Joel's like he's like The Rock. You know, when The Rock would show up on SmackDown after it started. Oh my God, The Rock is here. That's Joel, bro.
All right, homie.
Once I get in, if you're still on, I'll jump in for a minute.
All right, cool. Let me know.
Plug the show. Bye.
Peace. You hear him? Plug the show. Yeah, sure.
Oh my
God. Don't worry. We'll definitely get to this in a little bit, but we got a lot more to talk about first. Oh, we got everything here. We have all the gimmicks.
No, but yeah, it's been fun though. It's been a fun ride so far. I mean, we brought it up to Monfort, like, man, you got to get Steve back. We got to do at least one more.
We will.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, bro, that'd be sick. I was like, bro, it can be you, the his squad, Homicide and Moff versus me, Joel and Wilson, and then we could do the tag teams. Then it's just you guys against us,
All about it.
We have to
be at least. We got to have at least two more matches because we'll do the hit squad, and then we'll do the tri-state Saints with G's and Joker.
Yeah. I saw that. I saw that. We've been trying to get that cracking for a minute. We were talking shit for a while.
Listen, I get at Court Bauer and MLW every chance that I can because honestly, if we're gonna do that, I'd rather do that there because it'll be on a big platform, and you know what I mean. Like, it'll be fitting to what they've been doing. Because MLW has been doing a lot of the throwback 90s style wrestling where it's a little bit more smash mouth and
yes,
athletic.
I love it.
We like to do.
Yeah, I love it because it feels at home. It's like I never left. 20 years later, I mean, wrestling's changed so much, but it's so familiar at the same time, because it's like holy shit.
I can remember going to Court's house.
Remember that upstate
in the 2000s? What was that? 2003, 2002, and doing promos with you guys in front of
Joey Styles.
Yep.
Remember that? And Charlie, the cameraman, he's still there. He's back.
Yeah, I know. I
just saw him. I was like, Charlie, you back? He was like, oh.
I'd see Charlie every once in a while. He'd be, Steve, what's up? I'm, oh, Charlie, what's up, man?
Charlie's the camera guy, Sanchez.
Yep. He used to work for ECW. He was the guy that he created the shot for Al Snow. When Al Snow used to come out in ECW, it would be upside down.
The upside down.
You get it, yeah.
In and out.
He
did the in and out. Boom, 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 boom. That's crazy.
He was the guy that WWE had to call him because they couldn't figure out how to make it happen. You know what I mean? So they had to call him. But he was a pretty dope guy. He always made us look great whenever we worked in front of him. I always thought, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But
definitely guys like that. It's crazy how it is, right? It's definitely a whole village to make something happen.
But you know what's even crazier? And I talked to Ray, and every time we have any other guest on, I always say it's amazing to think, and I'm sure if Joel gets on, we'll talk a little bit depending on how late he gets on. But it's amazing to think all the talent that came from stupid Arena, Puerto Rico, Pedro Rodriguez School in
It's
Brooklyn.
freaking insane.
Right? Isn't it?
It's insane.
Like,
Can't even.
I,
People don't even realize. Like,
no,
holy
no,
shit.
you don't, because you think that, so like we all were there. We were in separate groups, but we were there at the same time. And like,
Yeah,
you don't think that Quiet Storm was there or that even Red was there, but we were all there at the same exact time. You know what I
sick,
mean?
right?
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
It's like when people talk about West Texas and how West Texas had Terry Funk, Stan Hansen, Bruiser Brody, Ted DiBiase, Tito Santana, like all these great legends, Dick Murdoch, right? They all came from West Texas, but they were different times.
Yes.
We were there at the same exact time. Like, it was just crazy.
That's what bugs me out. That's what bugs me out. How we all literally came up together.
Yeah.
People don't realize. We were just talking about that the other day. That it was the his squad. It was you guys, Doghouse, and then it was us. But we all came from Pedro's.
Mm-hmm.
We all came from Pedro's. Eventually, we wanted to get different training and more training, and then you guys did your shit over there at the Doghouse, and we used to be at the Doghouse too, though.
Yeah,
we used to and having matches at the Doghouse with y'all, like you know what I mean, like, and the JP and all the shit, bro. We came up together legit. That's insane. USA Pro Wrestling and all the ranks, all the way up to Ring of Honor, up the line. It's sick. Every promotion.
And none of that happens without Pedro.
No, who knew? I figured little Puerto Rican from Brooklyn with an abandoned church. Holy crap! And his son, the Puerto Rican gladiator,
Angel. Yeah. Angel gets more. I'm sure Angel's ears must ring because he gets so much love. Because like when we had Homicide on, Homicide has so much love for Angel, and his ears were definitely ringing that day because we were talking a little bit about it.
He walked into Hog not too long ago.
Did he really?
Brian was telling me he walked into Hog not too long ago, and it is just funny, bro. He thinks he can just walk into places and no. He's telling his son. He walks in. He goes, "Oh yeah, get up there, get in the ring." No, sir, this is dangerous. Yeah, he's a child. This is not Pedro's. You can't just do that here.
What led you guys to go into Pedro's?
It was Eddie.
Yeah,
Eddie found it. Eddie, we were marks of wrestling, so we wanted to do, we were doing backyard, pretty much like everybody else. How do you find the ring? Back in the day, we didn't have what we have now: Instagram, social media, barely any internet. So if you didn't have a beeper, you know what I'm saying, or a newspaper or article that none of us probably read. We were young. We were not into that. We were outside trying to do shit. And Eddie came back and he was like, "Bro, I found the wrestling school." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" It was unbelievable because we never saw a ring in our lives. He was like, "I found it. It's in Brooklyn. It's in a church. Let's go." And we all went and we saw it. And Pedro was like, "Yeah, papi, I rent you ring for the Saturday." Yeah. No. And then I guess you guys were coming in early Saturday or whatever. Because I got my other team coming in. They come in probably from 9 to 11. That's their time. And after that is you. We were like, whatever time. We didn't care. And there was mad other people doing it too. And then we were training with John. We met John on a Saturday there. And John was like, "Yo, I'm coming here Tuesdays and Thursdays." And John was saying, I trained with you guys at the time. He was like, "I trained with Loki. I trained with Homicide." We didn't know who anybody was. Like, who is that? These are wrestlers. They wrestle in the indies. Or you guys were already starting to do shit, And I was like, we didn't know what indies were. We didn't know shit, Pedro's. And that's that Eddie. Eddie found the freaking place, bro. And then we met John there. And then we hooked up with John and you guys. And that's how we met everybody. And you guys are like, "Yo, there's another school. It's called the Doghouse. Come through." We train over there too. And we throw shows. And it's crazy. It really is crazy how that shit worked out.
And just to be clear, Eddie is Divine and John is Quiet Storm. Yeah. Which now Quiet Storm's still in Japan. He lives out there. He's been doing his thing for the last 15 years, if not more.
Yeah.
In Japan. Divine is someone who I know he goes around House of Glory a lot and he's training there with those guys every once in a while. But he's someone that I always said was vastly underrated because his time in wrestling wasn't as long as some of the others. But I always thought he was one of the best out of your guys' camp.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you could easily agree with that.
Yeah, 100%. He's awesome. If it wasn't for him, bro, we would have never even, we would have never been anywhere or done anything we did in wrestling. Mm-hmm. We owe it all to Eddie. He's the man, bro. We love him. He's like our freaking father figure in wrestling. He led us and he helped us. And from there, from Pedro's, we went to the HWA show in Long Island. Mm-hmm. That's where we met Mikey, and that's where we wanted to get trained by Mikey, and we freaking did the whole shit. We got into the House of Hardcore before ECW folded, and we started to train there for a few years, and that shit just took off from there. But it's all because Eddie, because we didn't have any money. Broke ass kids from Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And he paid the way. He paid out. So wrestling school is crazy.
Was he Eddie, the one who had the car out of you guys?
Yeah, I was 15.
Yeah,
16. No one had a life.
I remember seeing you guys show up at shows together, and it legit was like a clown car because it'd be like
he had the Talent Eagle. Remember the Talents, the two Talent cars? Your brother back seat. There's no back seat. It's like a selfish car.
And Eddie. Before the glass, the rear glass, it would come down right where your head was at. So like this.
Eddie was like, I can't fit people in my car. That's for him and his girl at the time. He's a young man. I got me and my girl. It's not for y'all. Brother, it was me, Joel, Red, John, Brian, Eddie, and a Talent Eagle. Tell me how we did that. 3 times a week.
You guys had the Eagle. We had the Jerry Lover's Camry, his white Camry. So. Trust me, I know. And we had Lathon with us. That Lathon.
Oh my God.
Lathon is all of you.
It's over. Holy shit, Lathon. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's a big human being.
Yeah. And so it'd be like me, Jerry, Homicide, Lathon, Buffy or Mace, Louie, and like 1 or 2 other guys all in Jerry's Camry. Like
Jesus.
And you'd see the car.
There's always one sacrificial car, baby.
Oh yeah,
always.
But I love how that's what we're learning from this podcast is poor cars were just treated like shit.
Oh yeah,
my car got stuck in Philadelphia. My wife, I bought a car, and she was like, "Yeah, don't take it to wrestling. It's not gonna make it to Philly. I don't make it. It'll make it." I went to the ECW arena and I left my car in the lot because it wouldn't start. I swear everything. I bought another car like a couple of weeks later. Went back, took my license plate off, took all my shit off, called the tow company, told them to take it. Ridiculous. It's true story. It didn't get stripped or anything. It's a piece of shit car, so they probably left it there.
Just left it.
There's nothing in there to take. You know what you're gonna do? Can't even make that shit up.
No, but then you know what's crazy? We were all teenagers. Somehow we found our way back home because we were always out in the middle. Like back in those days, you had to rely on the subway. You had to rely on the bus. You had to rely on whatever way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how many times I wrestled in Bayonne, not knowing how I was going to get home until the show happened. Because, it was like, how are we going to get home? I lived in Staten Island at the time, and it was right over the Bayonne Bridge. So I probably could have walked. But, it was like, I wasn't going to walk over the bridge, especially in December with a wrestling bag. And
my God.
No. So thank God for Jay Lover.
Yeah, for real.
I always treat him nice because
these guys are legit, bro. It's crazy how there's always that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To get us through, bro. And that's why I'm so grateful for Eddie, bro. It's nothing like it.
So then around 2099, give or take, because you guys didn't show up until the second Doghouse, right? The one on Jamaica Avenue?
Yes.
Because you didn't go to the first one. The first one we were only there for 6 months. I remember you coming to the second Doghouse, but I remember meeting Red at a show first. And he was real quiet, but he had the big hair inside the tiny skull cap. And, I remember, I think it was Key. They did a spot and he knocked his cap off and his whole shit went poof. I was like, where the hell that come from?
Yeah.
But then I remember him coming to the Doghouse with you guys.
Yeah.
I believe it was Brian as well. Brian Excel. And John, and I want to say Divine too, because I'm pretty sure he probably drove you, but the train was right there. So
Doghouse was easy to get to because it's the train. Yeah. It's right there, so it was nice.
But
we had the J train,
Mm-hmm. But I remember you guys coming. I remember practicing some stuff with you guys. I think a lot of my lucha training came from you guys.
Yeah,
Because you guys were doing all the lucha stuff. Even though we had the one guy, the payaso from Mexico,
yeah, and you guys had Ghost Shadow too.
Yep, Ghost Shadow.
Ghost
And then
Shadow's
we
nasty.
also had what's his name? Pablo.
Pablo was there with you guys all the time. Yeah, that was your guy.
Pablo.
He was at
Pablo showed us a lot
ECW
of
at the
that.
time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. Yeah. So
Marquez, crazy.
Pablo Marquez. We had a lot of people coming through at the doghouse, but a lot of, like I said, because for me, I know you guys saw what I was going through. I always had to keep up with Homicide and Key. Like, they were my competition. So being the big guy, I couldn't look slow or fat against them. So I always pushed myself, and working with you guys, you know, it was that's how I was able to keep up with those guys. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. You kept up with everybody. You did us. We're like, slow down, Mac.
And what's funny is, because I have a picture for Joel to see with Santana and Ortiz. They always laugh because when we were doing stuff, there's that picture. That picture is from the first time we were wrestling them. We got to pull up if Joel gets back on. But that picture is from the first time we were wrestling him for Joel. He had that tournament.
Let me see that thing. Pull it up.
Yeah, Ray.
Oh my God!
Look how young everyone is.
Okay, so Ortiz was Funky Monkey,
Yep.
and Santana was Drastic.
Yep.
Yep.
Nasty Assassin, Mike Drastic.
So that was the first time. That picture was literally taken as soon as we stepped through the curtain after the match. And that, like I was telling Ray, like, that match was crazy. Like, we should have known some nonsense was going on, because, like, as soon as Moff and Drastic got tagged in, the lights went out, and there was only lights over the ring. So it was dark everywhere, but on them, there was almost like a spotlight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the crowd went nuts because they thought it was planned. It wasn't planned. It's just Joel was in a building that the wiring sucked and the lights went out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, from that point on, we had like a 3 or 4 or 5 year feud with them all over the indies, but it was started there. And, you know, they said the same thing when we would do Beyond. I'm always calling all these crazy spots, and they're like, bro, do you want to die in the ring? Is that what it is? I was like, no, that's just how I am. Let's do this.
Yeah.
If I'm not afraid, you shouldn't be afraid. You know what I mean?
You always were the crazier one. I mean, yeah, equally Moff is crazy too, but you always did the crazy shit.
Moff was more of the, he's going to hit you and smash you hard.
Yeah, you're going
to. I was like, let's do something.
I'm just going to do a frog splash at the top and maybe die. What the hell? And then if there's a war, I might just throw you against it. Who knows?
Yeah, that's it. It's easy peasy.
I love it.
But so you know, like that, because of you guys, we started to get that chemistry at the doghouse. And the next thing you know, I think it was Frank Goodman that booked us first together, right?
Yeah.
I think it was at the.
It had to be Frank Goodman, yeah. Or ICW.
Yeah, I want to say it was like the Elks Lodge too. I don't remember though.
Either Jax or Frank, one or the other.
It was one of the two, but it was either which way. That was like the first time that we started hooking up. And I think once we did that, we were changing things. What do you think?
100%.
Right.
We were different. Overall, we were different. Like, what the hell? I mean, the East Coast itself, like, look at, like you just said, the squads that were out here. And, you know, I got love for Spanky and Michael Shane and all those guys, but we were just different. A whole different breed. We were a whole new animal for wrestling. Yeah. And we were seeing towards the future. Look what they're doing now, Mac. I watch TV, all I see is a vision of ourselves. You know, we inspired so many different people. It's crazy. It's freaking humbling, right? But it's the facts. Like, to think about Spanish Fly, just Spanish Fly alone. Suplex, DDT, belly to back, Spanish Fly. It's embedded into wrestling forever.
What would happen if you guys did one of your tryouts for WWE and you hit Spanish Fly? What would they have told you?
We tried. They wouldn't let us.
What did they say?
They wouldn't let us. Nah, you crazy? You out of your mind? Hell no, God. You out of your mind? What are you guys doing? 2004, when CM Punk got hired, we were there. He wrestled Red. That was the dark match. And it was us against the Basham Brothers. Where was it? I think it was Sovereign Bank Arena, I believe. I think it was Sovereign Bank Arena in Jersey. And Punk wrestled Red. So we were wrestling the Basham Brothers? Or was it London and Spanky?
I think it was London and Spanky, actually.
I forget. I think it might have been London and Spanky.
Yeah, I think it was London
and you know them, they were like, we're gonna freaking rip it right now because they didn't really have guys to rip it with. So we're like, yo, hit Spanish Fly. We call Spanish Fly. We always have an agent who goes over the match, and he was like, no chance, no dude, we don't do that here, blah blah blah. No, it's too crazy. I was like, oh, yeah, all right. And look at now.
Yeah,
look at it. Even Charlotte Flair's doing it for the love of Christ. Yeah. At least they kept the name.
I was just gonna say the cool thing is they still called it Spanish Fly. You know what I mean? So like they show you guys respect. Whenever anybody hits,
you were actually the last guy I hit Spanish Fly on before I retired.
Yep, Acid Fest.
Yes,
Acid Fest. Yeah,
that was my last.
And actually, that's the one, Ray. The picture where I'm wearing the yellow camo, not yellow, but the tan camo in mid-flight. That's the Spanish Fly that that one.
Yes,
that's the last one.
That's the last one I hit before I retired.
Mm-hmm.
And he called it. He's sick bastard.
And what's crazy is when Will and Joel stopped wrestling, I was the last one to take their Spanish Fly.
That's it. How that works is weird.
That's
right?
the other
Holy
picture.
That's
the other picture where I'm standing on the rope. Yeah, see?
Holy shit. We'll take out my suit. Oh, that's me again. Go back.
Oh, that was you. That was you. But I end up taking Will's last Spanish Fly at another.
How many times you took the Spanish Fly? A few times.
I probably took it the most at everyone. I wasn't afraid to die. I was like, fuck it, let's go.
And that's just crazy again. This is what separated you because we're doing it to these high flyers and they're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Meanwhile, Steve was like, yeah, to hit Spanish Fly. I'm like, Steve, you sure? He's like, yeah.
The crazy.
Well, then just so people can see it at home, let's play that before you guys keep going because we have one of the Spanish Flies here. So we're going to play this so people can watch at home.
No one is talking about the Spanish Fly.
And the SAT took out Payne on the outside.
If they Spanish Fly Monster Man.
And look at the fans erupt with anticipation for the Spanish Fly by the SAT. Spanish
did it.
Spanish Fly 2, 3. It takes out women.
That's sick.
What's crazy is, right, and I used to make them laugh all the time. That one, if you saw, I'm standing up before them. I'm on the top rope already waiting for them. But then the one that I sent you the picture where all three of us are standing, I think it was Joel kind of slipped. And I'm saying, all right, relax. I'm talking to them. I'm getting them relaxed. Meanwhile, like they're about to kill me. I don't care. But like I'm like, all right, chill. You got your footing? All right, now let's go. And I did the countdown.
That's freaking awesome. That would be you too. Yeah, all right, hold on. We got it. Don't fall. We're doing this.
But see, that's the thing. Like, if we all like, I'm there to make you guys look better, and just like you guys are there to make me look better.
And that's the mentality that made the difference. We're wrestling a lot of kids now, and I'm 38. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna try to keep up with you, kid. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna do what I do, and that's it. And these kids have a mentality not like ours. Not that they don't know, not that they're doing it on purpose or trying to be assholes. They're trying to get off the shit, trying to get the shit off, I'm like, slow down. My job is to make you look good. I promise you, I'm gonna come up with shit to make you look good. Right? Your job is to try to make us look good. Because I can't make myself look good. Without you, I'm nothing. And they're like, oh man. I'm like, without you, I'm nothing. I'm trusting you with my body. I need you to trust me with yours. Trust me. And it'll work out. And we slowed it, even with Briscoes. Mark and Jay, I freaking love them. We wrestled. That was our first match back, really. Well, we wrestled the main event, but our second match was the Briscoes. It was crazy. We jumped right into the ringer. And it's like we never ever stopped talking to them. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, calling the same shit we always called. But it changed a little because we're all a little beat up, a little more hurt. You know what I mean? I'm like, Mark, do the running, jumping Frankenstein. Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore. I was like, really? All right, we need that. Hey, Mark, you want to dive over the top? Yeah, I don't do the dive like that anymore. Like, okay, all right. What do you want to do? So it changed. It's like, you know, Jose, you want to do 450? No, I don't do that anymore. That's past. I'll do a frog splash. Yeah, a moonsault, easy.
It's crazy because you guys say that like that 6-man you guys did the other day at the Melrose. You guys are hitting that doomsday device on that side. I'm like,
yeah.
The hell
no. I just saw that too right before we went on with the interview, and I saw you eat it face first onto the front row. I was like, so that's what happens when you get a little too excited.
He's so light. So everyone we did it on Mark like 3 times. We did it. Who we did it on? we did it in a match with Moff and Danny and somebody else. We did it a few times, but every time we did it on somebody, they're heavy. They're our size. Mark and Jay are heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy guys. So when I hit them, they kind of stop me. So it's kind of like,
bounce.
They stopped my fall. The kid is so light. Holy shit, I kind of went through him. I don't know if you realize that. But as I'm going through him, I see him falling. Now Joel can't hold him because now usually Joel, I stop and I land, and Joel lands on his legs, whoever it is. So I hit him. I go through him, and I'm like, shit, he's gonna hit his head. So I don't know if you go back to the video. I gripped the back of his head all the way down. I hit my elbow. It's still crushed. Hit my elbow, boo! But I saved his scalp. I was like, bro, that was your head. He was like, thank you, gracias. I was like, bro,
because ASF is a small dude.
ASF is very small.
That's what makes him so quick too, though, because that dude is on another level.
But I didn't realize how light he was gonna be. Again,
his head was like this close to hitting that chair. I
told Joel to back up.
Yeah.
He's so close to the ring. I could go to the fourth row, easy with a tope, no problem. He was so close, like Monsta said. I got excited and I'm going and I'm like, oh shit, he's too close. And now I'm crushing ASF and Wicho is done. I was like, Wicho, you're too light, bro. And he's like, yeah, he's light. Those kids could go, bro.
No.
See, I told you we should have probably done it on Gringo, because then at least
because Gringo has more mass.
He's more mass. He'll definitely slow me down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked out the way it worked. They look nuts. Wilson was supposed to help catch you. Like,
I like how he still crumbles though, because like, well, okay, just
gonna fall.
That's where you look at Will. You're like, "Pero qué pasa?"
Yeah. He was like, "Bro, you front flip, you scorpion yourself." You know, the scorpion.
You really did though. You did. Like I said, I watch it, and the camera's right there on the side, and it's right in your face. You can see your thoughts as you're coming down. Like, oh damn,
man, I saw it, but all I was worried about is ASF's head, because he was going down fast, and Joel had no control. He was done. He's going all the way down. Boom! His head smashed my hand and my elbow on the floor. Bah! But it would have been his head, 100%. So that worked out.
That's how we all are, because I remember one time with Jack Evans. Jack Evans went to do a dive, and I was the only one there to catch him, and I had to literally do a baseball run, dive, and catch. Otherwise, he would have hit his head on the concrete. You know what I mean? And I did that a couple of times. So I totally know what you're thinking, because you don't want anybody to get hurt, especially something that. It's a little bit extra, but you're doing it for the sake of the match, and then something you don't want to do anything after that point. You're like, man,
not with that, and we're asking you again. We're asking you to trust us with your body, and you get hurt with some shit we're doing, and it's something we've been doing every show. We're doing it. We did it a few times. We did it in MLW. No catchers, just me, Joel, and Jaden Ballo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We did it to the Briscoes, no catchers. It was just me, Joel, and Jay and Mark. Like, you know what I mean. Like, and I usually land on my feet, roll off, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
But ASF is so light, bro. Holy shit. I just kind of went through him. I'm like, I
can tell you right now, if we wrestle and you try that on me, I'm giving Joel the poison Rana, because fuck you both. I'll give you the belly to belly. I'm catching belly to belly and poison Rana at the same time.
Yo, I can see you trying to take it. Yo, we did the first GCW show. I went to do it at Mark. We had a table set up against the chair. Oh well, we had a door set up. So then the door slid down close to the apron when Joel caught Mark, and Joel's feet was stuck underneath the canvas. And the door, he's like, I'm trying to push the door, and Kelvin's going. So I see Kelvin going, he just went and back bump, and Mark front bump right to the table. I was like, yeah, that didn't work out very well.
Actually, a little side, since we're talking about the Briscoes. Do you remember the first super story you told all of us, with the time that you guys at Red stayed at the Briscoes' house with the bridge?
Yes, and Red cried.
Please share the story, because I've tried to do the story justice over the years, And it still gets laughs, but it's nowhere near, especially with you, because like when Joel tells it, Joel's like, "Oh fuck Red, yo! If he fucking dies, fuck him." You know, like that's how Joel is when he tells stories. But you, like, I feel the pain, I feel the worry when you tell the story.
Yeah, Mark and Jay decided, so they live in Delaware. They live in the country. I'm talking
And
about.
by the way, sorry to cut you off. For people who think that they got crazier as they got older, no, they've always been crazy, Mark and Jay Briscoe.
Yeah, this is
isn't
legit.
something new. And their father and their football coach and all their boys down there, all a bunch of country wild boys. Now,
legit. The dude had a ring in his yard, like a wrestling ring in his yard.
Yep.
They had a wrestling ring in a barn. We had freaking 30 by 30 trampolines that we used to remember. I did a cop killer on Red. He couldn't wrestle the next day.
Yep.
Why would I do a cop killer on Red? Because we were marks of the cop killer. So then I did a cop killer on the trampoline on Red. I hurt his neck, and then Red couldn't wrestle CCW the next day.
Mm-hmm.
He was out of commission because his neck was destroyed. Because I was like, I'm gonna do a cop killer, but I'm gonna do like a trampoline jumping cop killer. Like as I had Red because he weighs like nothing. So but then Briscoe's had this river with a bridge that was like 25 feet up above the river. And he was like, let's go to the river. We're going, Kev, we're going to the river. We're going up there. Let's go swimming. I was like, I'll go swim. Hey, let's go. We all went, got in the truck, drove over there. Boom, get out of the truck. All right, where's the river? He's like, down there. We're jumping down there. Are you out of your mind? We're not jumping. Who's we? We're from Brooklyn. We don't jump off of shit. You know, we take elevators and stairs. You know, and he wants to jump off the bridge. So then Mark goes and jumps off the bridge with a backflip right off the bridge. Oh shit! Mark just jumped. It's like 30 feet, legit. Look down. Mark hits the water. 15 seconds later, 20 seconds later, we're looking for him. Holy shit! And then finally he comes up. Holy shit! How deep did you go? Oh, it's deep, man. And then he swims off and comes back up. And Jay goes and then does like a 450, splashes down. I'm like, holy! I'm not doing this. Then Joel was like, I think I want to try. And Red was like, nah, man, you bugging out. And this is Red, amazing Red, twisting flips, flying, high flyers, maniac, jump out of the ring, you know. Monsta throws him outside, he lands, no problem. Joel, please don't do it. Joel's going to jump up down. Mark and Jay was like, just don't forget to tuck your arms, because Mark jumped one time and broke his arm because of the pressure. That's how high it is. So he broke his arm with water. So now you're telling a Brooklyn dude that. He's like, yeah, now what? Broke your arm in water? You want me to jump and I might break my arm or maybe my leg? What's wrong with you? No, you'll be fine. Just tuck in real tight. Bro, we're not from the country. We're from New York. We don't jump bridges. And then Joel's on the ledge ready to freaking jump down and Red starts to cry and goes, Joel, please. Please, Joel. Do it for me. Don't jump. Don't do it, man. Don't jump. Joel, you're going to die. Joel, think about your family. Think about us. We love you. Don't do it. Joel didn't jump.
Yo, when they told us that, because I think we did JP and you told us that. Yeah. And I remember laughing for like a half an hour straight. Red, please, Joel, don't do it, please.
Think about your family.
Think about your family.
I am your family. You're about to die.
Crying. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Yo, we got great shit, bro. Briscoe.
And the funny thing is, we saw Red. I was like, Red, you were crying. He's like, yo, Monsta, for real. It was scary. Like, I can't believe he was going to do it. Like, no.
Yeah, we don't do shit like that. We're from New York.
Don't do that.
We climb down. We climb down the hole and then jump in the creek. No problem. Jumping off a 25-foot bridge, you bugging. You bugging. It's crazy. It really was scary. They freaking wild. So yeah, like Monsta said, they were wild from day one. They just weren't wild in the ring in their appearance, but their appearance now is who they really are. Yeah, they evolved into who they really are. Crazy mofos. Legit.
I love Mark and Jay.
Yeah,
how could you not?
Some of my favorite people in the world, bro. I love them.
Yeah.
I love their parents, their mom, their dad, everybody. It's crazy.
That's the first thing I was thinking about is their parents, man.
I love them. We saw them.
They came to started the riot with them, right?
Which one?
Or ECWA for Kettner. When the Haas brothers gave the mom the elbow off the top rope.
Insanity.
Yeah.
We were there for Yep. We used to go from there to their house because Delaware and Maryland were close.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to run in Delaware for ECWA too. But every time we did MLW or ECWA, we'll spend a week in Briscoe's because usually the week after will be CZW, so we'll all drive back down to Philly. It's crazy, and then like you said, we'll take the train back home to New York. Yo, we found ways, bro. There's always a way to do shit.
And there was no MapQuest, no iPhones, no nothing,
bro.
You just figured it out.
Matter of fact, we had MapQuest, the printouts. Remember the printouts?
Yo,
it says turn left. I was talking to Scoot Andrews the other day.
Yes.
We seen him at the ETU joint, right? And Scoot was dying laughing. He was like, yo, bro, I remember calling Kelvin, and I remembered when he told me I was lost in Manhattan, bro. And I called you like, yo, get me out of here, bro. He was in Harlem. How do I take the tunnel? I'm looking for the damn tunnel. All right, you're gonna turn left on Avenue of Americas. What the hell is Avenue of Americas? Oh man, there was no GPS. There's nothing. Yo, we had it hard back then.
Yeah, it's funny. Moff used to say all the time. He'd be like, "Yo, we could drive to Samoa." And Steve will remember how to get back after one time. It was because I was afraid to not make it home. I didn't want to be stranded.
You had a sick ass brain. I remember that. I mean, we rode with you guys a few times, and you remembered shit. Nah, this is the wrong turn. Come on. You gotta get up the exit. Oh shit, how do you remember? I don't even remember how to get home. Or when I'm home, I don't remember my neighborhood.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I didn't know the names of the streets of my neighborhood, but fuck, I could get to fucking California if we needed to go.
Insanity.
I knew how to get there.
we were wild, bro. I remember we used to take the New Jersey Transit all the way down to Trenton, and from Trenton we'll either take a cab or Rob Feinstein or Doug will give us a lift to Ring of Honor.
So you guys had that. You had that hookup. We had the what you call Don Montoya hookup. Don Montoya would meet us in Trenton, and then if we had to go do like PWF or something like that, he would take us there. But I would have loved to have had the Feinstein, Doug hookup back in the day because you guys, I used to watch the videos of you guys dying hysterically, knowing that the most craziest nonsense was happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Freaking nuts. It's nuts.
And then you always had the hookup because they would give you videotapes. And you'd be like, yo, we got these from Rob. You show up to the doghouse. Yo, we got this whole set. You have the backpack full with tapes and DVDs.
Yo, we used to get classic shits, bro. Freaking Kawada shit. Yo, can I get that? Yeah, all right, take it. And we from Brooklyn. Like, can we get this and this and this? Holy shit.
Yeah, you wasn't finding that up here. You know what I mean?
It was next level shit. ECW shit. It was good.
Yeah.
Doug had a lot of shit too.
Doug, I think a lot of people don't give Doug his props because he definitely did a lot of shit for a lot of people, including us.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure Ring of Honor wouldn't be anywhere near what it was without Doug.
No shot.
So
no shot. He had a big influence on that. Yeah. He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
Doug is a smart guy.
I used to always love, he would come to JAP and we'd always sit and talk for an hour or two. And it wouldn't just be about wrestling, it'd be about everything,
Yeah, he's such a genuine dude. Doug was one of the real ones. Yeah. It's crazy, right? The good ones die first.
Yeah, of course. I always think of that. I think of like Verdi, Trent Acid.
That's
all the times we all shared in the ring with him. You know what I mean? And so many other guys along the way that I know that we share ring time together with them.
Xavier, shit is bugged out to me. Yeah. That one hit home, that's like our guy. Yeah, and Eddie. Holy shit, it's bugged out, bro.
Yeah.
We were just with Chavo the other day talking. It's surreal. I can't believe it's been that long already.
Yeah.
He was the one who hit us up when he passed. It was like, what? Yeah, Eddie. Holy shit.
Eddie yelled at me because I didn't call him. Because remember, he gave us all his number that first Ring of Honor show. Actually, no, not even the first when he wrestled Key at the Elks Lodge.
The Elks Lodge.
He gave us his number there. And he was like, call me. Make sure all of you call me. And I didn't call him. And next time I saw him at Ring of Honor, how come you didn't call me? I was like, I didn't know I really had to call you. I didn't know you were going to pick up.
He's the man. He definitely picks up. He definitely, he wrote about all of us in that book. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's forever. You know what I mean?
And it's the guy that we all looked up to. It wasn't even like we just met him and then we became.
Nah, he was one of the freaking goats.
Mm-hmm.
He was in that category. He was with the Benoit, Owen Hart, freaking even Jericho.
Yeah,
all those guys was sick, bro. Rey Mysterio, Psychosis, sick. You know how many matches we had with the like when we were in MLW and we were wrestling Juventud down, and now he was like, he was WCW folded already. He was not in WWE anymore. He was like, easy. We're like, you're Juventud Guerrera, bro. We hyped him up so much, bro. He started calling mad shit. I'm doing Frankenstein. I'm doing scissors. I'm like, you can do whatever you want. We'll spot you, bro. We'll base you. And we had a sick match.
I have one moment like that where I didn't wrestle them, but when Liger came to JAP,
it
was
that's not.
Best
By
of
the
Light
way,
Heavyweight.
Never met him, and he's my childhood hero. Like idol.
He's
bro, I never got a chance to meet him or wrestle him, bro. That's like one of my. I missed that one. That sucks.
Nah, he was such a cool dude. When we get off the air, I got a great story. It won't make air because there's the whole bunch of stuff going on. But when we get off, before you hang up, make sure we talk. During he came to JP a couple of times, but he did Best of Light Heavyweights. It was like Kenny Omega, Generico, Bandito. It was like really the best of light heavyweights at the time.
Yeah.
And Azrael and I want to say Bandito Jr. were the last two guys that he was in the ring with. And so I'm joking around. I was like, oh, maybe Liger tonight, top rope brainbuster, Azrael, finish. And he goes, oh, you know? I was like, top rope brainbuster. Yeah, of course I know top rope brainbuster. He's like, okay. Don't you know he uses the top rope brainbuster? Dude, I walked around with the smile like this. I was, and he came up to me after. He's like, you see finish? I was like, hell yeah. Thank you, Liger. I love you. And he's like, I love you too.
That's fantastic. I love it. My God, I would have kissed his hand. I'm not going to lie.
I'm telling you, he's an awesome dude. He remembers everybody too.
I marked out to him so bad. I stole his spinning heel kick. That's who I got it from. Slide under the leg, spinning heel kick. You know what I mean? And then obviously he did the front wheelbarrow that Loki, you know what I mean, uses now. He's the man, bro. He inspired all of us. He's the man.
Yeah. Who out of everyone that you guys, because you guys been in with everybody, right? Who's the team or the guy for you that you were like, I can't believe I'm wrestling him, but then when you wrestled them, it was like even better than what you thought?
All right, we had a wow moment with Power Warrior in Japan. So we were wrestling World Japan.
Yeah.
And when his music hit, and we were in the ring, we're like ready to go. We wrestled Hoshu at that point already, which was Joel Cried. That's his idol. And I wrestled Takao Mori, who's also one of my idols. Axe Bomber. He gave me the Axe Bomber. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Hit me right in the mouth. Hit me hard. But
was that the one you went to sleep, or was that Kensuke's line?
Kensuke's line. Joel went to bed. So Kensuke, when we were in the ring, he came out with we were talking about the Power Warrior all tour. And we wrestled him. The son of a bitch comes out, because at that time he changed the music. And he came out to "What's a Dream Like a Star." Dun, 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 dun.
Which, by the way, if I would have heard, I would have marked out like such a little girl.
I told you, I looked at you, I said, we're about to wrestle Power Warrior. He's like, holy shit, this is happening. That it hit us. Like, we're about to wrestle Power Warrior. You realize this shit is happening right now. It's crazy, bro. Crazy. I'm like, dude, we're about to wrestle Power Warrior. He's walking down the aisle right now. We wrestled Eddie Guerrero at that point. We wrestled Big Show. I'm talking about even y'all. Those are legendary no-brainers for me and Joel. But the fact, awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you. Yo, freaking, that was that moment. Power Warrior. He's the best. Cause we love that guy. We love that guy. He was the owner. He kept bringing us back. We went on a lot of tours with him, bro. He loved us.
I remember when you guys came home from the first tour when you worked with him.
Yeah.
And you guys were you came to the Doghouse and we were all talking about it.
Yeah.
And that's when you told me that he fucking clotheslined you to death and your soul left your body.
Joel, he flipped him over, bro. Holy shit. So he was going chop for chop with Joel. And Joel got a fairly great chop. Like nice and loud and bah, he snugs it in there. He hit his chest and it's like no noise. Big ass chest. Holy shit. You brought it back to Joel, the whole form and hand. Waka! Oh shit! He did it again. Or he is like a whiplash. Waka! The whole it's echoing the arena. Holy shit! He's laying it in. And then he hit him with the lariat. I would give Joel Joel did like a back. Joel don't backflip off the floor, Mack. You know that. He backflipped, bro. He backflipped off the floor. He was dead. Killed him. Just like when we were at the Choshu. He went to Choshu 1-on-1. And he's waiting for Choshu to come and talk the match out. And they were like, yeah, no, Choshu no talk to Joel. He was like, what? I mean, something, right? No, Mr. Choshu, take care of you, okay? I was like, okay. I looked at Joel. I said, you know you're dead, man. Just so you know, dead. He was like, I'm fully aware of what's happening. Choshu comes up to Joel. Maximo, finish clothesline and walks away. All right. That's it.
That's all you need to know.
Went out there and wrestled. He wrestled. Joel got his little shit off. He actually let me get shit off, like suplex me, shit like that. Holy shit. He back suplexed Choshu. And then he got clothesline and sharpshooter. Right? So it happens. Yeah, it was fun, bro. That was fun.
Did you go out with him for that Choshu match? Because I would have been marking out for his music too.
I was cornering Joel. I was freaking salivating in the corner. Oh my god, this is insane. That's even better for me because I don't have to wrestle. I can just mark firsthand. The crazy shit that I've ever seen or witnessed in Japan from there. By the way, Tenru's our boy. Like Tenru loved us. Like he'll bring 6 to the bus and amigos, a beber. He speaks fluent Spanish. It's
That's
crazy.
Awesome. That's awesome.
He was a surprise. And it was so Choshu came out. Choshu went to the ring, big ass arena. I forgot where it was. I think it was in Aomori, Japan. It was like a pyramid arena. It was huge. Probably like 10,000 people fit in there, right? So we were in the arena. We were at the very top, and we're marking out. After our match, we'll go out there and watch all the match. You're in Japan, bro. Like the shit we like, strong style, freaking. So we're watching. Choshu hits the ring. And Choshu saying something on the mic, blah, blah, blah. I guess it was an open challenge. And I was like, oh, shit, they switching it up. They really don't do shit like that, right? And Tenru's music hit. He just dropped his contract, I guess, with New Japan at the time. And Tenru was doing World Japan now. And his music hit. And I swear on everything I love, every single fan in the arena got out of their seats and flocked. Look, my hairs are standing up. All the way to the entrance, bro. He could barely walk through. It was the craziest shit in the reaction I've ever seen in my life. That's insanity, bro. And he's walking. He's larger than life. He's huge. He's tall. And it's Tenru, bro. Like, holy shit, this is happening in real life, in real time. I'll never forget it. It's the crazy shit. He went to the ring. The minute he chopped Choshu, the arena, the fans didn't even have guardrails. They were right on the ring. It was crazy. They emptied out the balconies, bro. They were running downstairs and they overstuffed. It was the craziest shit in the world. Like, what is happening right now? I was like, what is happening right now? Then we had the translator. He was like, Choshu fight God. Just like that.
Choshu fight God.
I was like, all right, now I get it. It's legend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
This is like at the time, I don't think they wrestled for like 15 years or whatever it was. So that's the first time they meeting in like 15 years because they were both New Japan, All Japan, the whole shit. Craziness.
That's
Craziness.
awesome.
Bro,
Awesome.
Those tours were sick, bro. Those probably some of the best tours we have ever had. That's when we wrestled. We used to Takayawa. We used to call him Power Man. Remember we used to do the Power Bomb?
Yep.
Takayawa and who was it? Takayawa and Ishii. We wrestled them 0-1. We also wrestled them for World Japan a few times. And who else? Tanaka from ECW. We wrestled him too.
Was Otani with him?
Otani was with him. We did wrestle Otani too. We teamed up with freaking You're gonna get mad at me. I forget his name. DDT man. I forget his name.
Koshinaka?
With the bell-bottom pants.
That he does the butt?
No. Oh boy.
Hashimoto.
Hashimoto,
yeah.
Hey girl. Yeah, that's my wife. She's like, hey. Yeah, Hashimoto, me, Joel versus Ricky Choshu, Tenru. No, not Tenru. Ricky Choshu's young boy. I forget his name. And Otani. I want to say Otani.
It might have been because he was always doing stuff with Otani and with Masato Tanaka.
That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had some freaking matches and no videos of it, bro. It's crazy. I'm sure they have it somewhere. No videos of it, bro. Holy shit. Yeah. It's lost art.
I always say that for me, my direction in wrestling turned when we were supposed to wrestle on that first 0-1 tour together. And then they changed it and put the Ballard brothers because of political stuff. And I think had it been the Hit Squad and SAT at Kirk and all, it would have been the most fire nonsense that we all would have been millionaires, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, it just political nonsense happened. And then I think for Moff, he kind of took that as a sign of, I got to try this on my own. I'm not getting older. I mean, I'm not getting any younger. I want to try this. And, then Hit Squad stopped teaming up. But I think if we would have done that like we were supposed to for Carino, I think we would have. But I'm glad that, no matter what, one of my proudest things, I just did a podcast with Johnny Moran that's going to be out next week or the week after. And I said, my proudest moment in my career is that in October 2002, in the same week, you had the Hit Squad, Homicide, wrestling for Big Japan. Low Key and the SAT wrestling for 0-1, Bryan Danielson and the Havana Pitbulls wrestling for New Japan, all in the same week. And we all were boys. We all more for us than the West Coast guys. I'm not trying to diss the West Coast guys.
No, but I know what you mean. We're the closest. We're
the guys from Brooklyn and New York and New Jersey that we all came from the same spot. We were all in Japan at the same time.
Insanity.
How many people can say that they were in Japan with their boys or another state, let alone country, with their boys doing business? You know what I'm saying? Here we are. We're all four of us. I had the one magazine, but it got lost over the years. We're all four of us, or all the groups. We were all in the magazine, the same magazine.
Yes.
They were covering us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But,
I remember that. I do remember
that's like the big accomplishment. Because 100%. We all were working the same spot. We were all doing the Doghouse. We're all came from Pedro's. We're all doing Goodman's, JP, Ring of Honor. Yeah. So for me, that's like the big accomplishment. Like, holy shit. Nobody could ever say that's, you know what I mean? That's going to happen again,
We did, and I think Donovan Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
And we ran into Donovan Morgan and Mike Modest. They were doing Noah at the same time that we were doing World Japan.
Yep.
But it's nothing like us because we started from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We all love that style and that shit. I remember when you guys went out there. What happened with the 0-1 shit?
So remember Carino was trying to be the Gaijin booker.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the guy who's running where the Ballards came from, I always forget if it's Roland Alexander or the other guy. I forget which one it was. But the guy from California, they were having a political war over who's going to be the one that books the Gaijin. He won because all his guys like Tom Howard, was Sylvester Turkey. They all ended up going. Joe, they all went out there to 0-1 because of him. Carino was trying, but for whatever reason, he lost out on that war. You know what I mean? So they had our tickets. I know that much because they told us.
I remember because you were actually on the program.
Mm-hmm. And then
2
weeks before, we did Carino show in Pottstown or Pottsville, whatever it was. And Carino told us that week they changed tickets. They're going to send the Ballards, And,
yeah.
And, honestly speaking, I could say this as no heat. Ballards didn't hold up. You know what I mean? I don't know if they were nervous or whatever, but because we had that chemistry, it would have just set everything on fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see Buffy? Buffy saying he got to go to bed.
I love Buffy. Get to bed, Buffy. That's my guy.
We'll talk tomorrow, Buffy.
No one ever did it better than Buffy and Mace.
It gets me mad because like they opened the door for a lot of the stuff that's going on today. Because before them, you were there. How many openly gay people, were out at wrestling shows, working, getting any work? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was always a closet thing. They both weren't gay. I hate to break the story to everyone. I'm sorry if I'm breaking everyone's hearts, but they both did what they had to do to get it over. And because they were doing that, it got accepted long before, we got to have inclusion. Christopher Street was
music hits and people used to go nuts.
Of course. Remember watching videos of them in Japan where the fans were begging to be kissed by them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they did. Well, I think they did like 2 or 3 tours in Japan. It wasn't just like one. You know what I mean? And they just, everywhere they went, people wanted to be a part of that party. You know what I mean? I love them too. I love it. We had so many good matches with them, and I know you guys did too.
We were just talking about Buffy when he used to whip the guy to the turnbuckle and go, "Aye," and he used to prance and then form the shit out of them like unexpectedly. Big fader hit. I was like, holy shit. That's the greatest thing in the world. He'll prance across the ring and then just lay it in. That's art.
And it's great. It goes back to what I was just, that whole time period. They went to Japan right after all of us started going to Japan. Like they were going all over. Like all the guys that Mace, I've known Mace since the 5th grade.
You know what I mean? You guys go back.
We grew up together. We used to beat each other up in the schoolyard pretending to be wrestlers. You know what I mean? And then we met Buffy at Pedro's, and like all this stuff happened. It happened for a reason. You know what I mean? But regardless of whatever the reason was, we all did something great.
Yes.
We represented New York harder than anybody or probably anyone ever will.
Yes.
That's perfect you say that. I wanted to play a video, sorry to cut you guys off, from one of our last episodes, because there was someone we had on that talked about that representation. I want to hear what Jose has to say when he hears this. So we'll be right back, guys.
I say something about that match because I never told you this. Maybe I did. I was smoking a blunt one time, but I forgot. But this is kind of exclusive because we was talking about this earlier today about the SCTs, the hit squad, and everything. This is the way I feel. Like I started in '94, and I met everybody in '96. I met the SCT back in '99. That was going to the doghouse, but wasn't fully trained by the doghouse guys. They went to Mike Whipwreck. The way I felt with SCT, it's like 2 gangs, like Bloods and Crips, Keys and Nietas. You know what I mean? It's crazy because I have my clique, and yet there's a T. There's a T, Red, Brian, so down their own clique. You know what I mean? So. And back in my head, I never thought about, it's the South versus the North, like a civil war. My crew versus your crew. It wasn't never like that, We always give them mad love. They always give us mad love and respect. To this day, man, they always give us some respect. And they're like family to us, too, The best thing about New York.
Hell yeah. That's what's crazy, and I think that's what separated us again, because I know that a lot of the guys from like Cali and Texas and stuff, they were close, but they were not like us, bro. We were legit family, like legit. Everywhere we just represented, we just like we all knew each other. Anyway, we really did know each other. Like, bro, we went over to this cribs, and eventually somehow, some way, we were really chilling and had mad love for each other, looked out for each other. You know what I mean? And that definitely 100% it was a family vibe. All of us. And it's true. We had our own little clique. Eddie, John, Red, Brian, Joel, me, but and then it's the his squad. They were all the his squad. I don't know. They're legit all the his squad. Even though you have Monsta and Moth were the tag team, the his squad, but the whole gang was, that's how we knew them, the his squad. Like, they all his squad. They represent that shit. That's like real shit. But that was our peoples. everywhere we went, that was how people they knew it for some reason, even though it was like 2 crews, we were one gang, bro. When we went to ECWA, when we went Ring of Honor, like the East Coast guys, we were all bunched into a bunch because we all were always together anyway.
The New York locker room and Ring of Honor.
Yeah, the New York locker room, bro. And we represented. And we started the shit, bro. I mean, come on, bro.
But, no, and that's why I wanted to show that too, because I want to ask for both of you, especially without all you guys are legit the pillars of especially my era. Like watching back now, it's like you guys are what shaped what we do and what we want to do in this era of wrestling.
It's insane.
Without you guys, it's like there is no New York indie wrestling.
It's nuts. Like it's nuts. We were at we went to the GCW show in the Hammerstein. Yep. In the Hammerstein Ballroom, and the night before was the Independent Hall of Fame, right? And I said a joke because they did the Indie Hall of Fame. The next day at the show, they did 9 Spanish Flies. So I was like, we're probably the Indies goats because look at it, the whole show is us. It's crazy. It's freaking insane, bro. And that's how it always is. Like now it's starting to be a little taboo. Now when we're in locker rooms, they're like, holy shit, we forgot you're here. We were about to do like Spanish fly. Sorry, we're not gonna do it. Even Joey Janela did a reverse Spanish fly. He came to the locker room, was like, damn it, Maximo's, bro, you guys been retired for 10 years. I forgot you were here. Sorry. Like, don't worry about it, bro. No, it's all good. It's all love.
That's it's because of you guys that I started with. Whenever anybody does the Rikishi driver where they sit on the Yokozuna Rikishi spot, they ask me. A lot of people ask me. I've had like 6-7 people ask me, and I said, "Listen, you can do it, but you got to make sure the commentators call it the monster driver." Because
I got to do it the other day.
Yes,
I finally got the call. I was like, "Monster driver!" Instantly, I was like, "Nope, I know this one."
But I got that from you guys because everyone called the Spanish Fly the Spanish Fly. Nobody could deny who created that move. Like, I know with wrestling, it's hard to be original because someone did something
100%.
But, when it comes to something that I know I'm the first one, and the same thing with you guys, that you're the first one, is going to have our name, whatever name we put, and that's
100%. So 100%. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I love anyway. Like, they show us mad love. Like, Mustafa Ali, he's such a sweet, cool dude, bro. Like he shows us mad love. He always hits us up and be like, yo, Maximo's. You know what I mean? The Maximo. They asked him in WWE, what do you want to name the move? And he was like, Spanish Fly. It has a name. That's the name.
Yeah.
Spanish Fly. Like Charlotte Flair, same thing. Spanish Fly. That's the name. It's crazy, right? But it's indented in wrestling forever. That's it.
Were you there at JP when Mustafa Ali was there?
No.
Because he was there. It was like within a year of you guys, if anything.
Yeah. It's weird because we were out. As soon as I left, you all started doing his thing with Wilson. But I missed a lot of the new talent now. Like before I left the first time, it was us coming up and the Young Bucks. They were on our ass. They were starting to make some buzz. Because I remember Chris Hamrick used to always be like, you got to wrestle Young Bucks. You got to go down south and we're going to put you guys against the Bucks. I heard of them. I just never seen them perform until they got to Ring of Honor, I guess. And they started doing shit. I actually never seen them perform until recently, like a year ago when I started to get back into wrestling. You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, they're pretty good. They do their own little shit, so which is nice. I like to see originality,
I definitely was politicking hard to get that match to happen to be on, but every time, we had nothing and we'd mentioned the Young Bucks, they'd have something else out in Cali or somewhere and they couldn't do it. But I was trying to get, because I think again, with how the Hit Squad works, it would have been like a way different story for them. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't have been the video game wrestling that they do. It would have been wrestling, and listen, don't get me wrong. Some of the matches they've had in New Japan and some of the wrestling, matches like with FTR, they've been great wrestling matches. But I think with us wrestling them, it would have been more of a realistic.
You want to say hi? Say hi, honey. Come here.
Hi, honey. How you doing?
Hi, Marie. Remember Monsta still remembers.
That's what's up.
Sorry, I'm gonna go soon. Give me 5 more minutes. She said he's so cute. I like the guy with the red hair.
Yeah, Ray.
Ray. She finds you adorable, Ray.
Well, all right, we got to plug the show that you guys got coming up. I think what we should do is we should definitely set up another, like a part 2 to this.
Yes.
So that way we could, because I know we got a lot more to catch up
this
with.
is just not even the tip of the iceberg, bro. We're gonna go all day. I could talk wrestling with you. You know how it is. We got to catch up.
Yeah.
We're just getting started. Let's do another one this week coming up.
I'm down. If Ray's down, I'm
I'm
down.
down.
Let's set
Again,
up
I was telling Theo Mack before this. I think I've had you guys on, both you and Joel, I think like 3 times, and we haven't touched anything.
Yeah, it's crazy because we go on, bro. I'm telling you, the passion for the. So you asked me earlier what made me come back. Like
before you go, all right, we're gonna plug your show.
Yeah,
I got one last story for you to tell, and I say you to tell because you experienced it. I only got the secondhand story. I'm gonna set it up for you and see if you remember. We go to wrestle for Ring of Honor. We go to Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. And somehow in Pittsburgh, the room was Moth and the SAT. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I recall a little bit.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna refresh your memory. You guys were bothering Moth because he was the old man and all he wanted to do was sleep.
Yeah.
And you guys started
wrestling. Wiped his ass on the pillow?
Yep. I think you gave the pillow to Spanish Fly onto him, he said, or something like that. Right? So Moff was pissed. Moff was like, you motherfuckers need to go to sleep now. So they were all laughing. Ha 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 ha. So they were up. So Moff.
Especially Red. Red always got us in trouble.
Yep. And I think one of you powerbomb Red from one bed to the other. And he bounced against the wall, and you guys all thought he died.
Yeah, that happened.
I remember that. So as the story goes, because I'm guessing you don't remember as well, but as the story goes, Moff told me that it was like around 5 or 6 in the morning, and now you guys start calming down because it's after a show, and every wrestler's the same. The adrenaline's pumping, so you're up all night after a match, right?
Yeah.
But you guys the sun starts coming up, and like, Moff has the room dark as hell with the AC full blast because that's the way Moff sleeps, right?
Yeah, and the windows open if it's winter.
And you guys he had one bed to himself, and the 3 of you had the other bed.
The one bed, yeah.
Yes. So
this is facts.
So Moff said, "Oh, they're starting to get tired. You motherfuckers ain't gonna sleep. If I've been up, you're gonna stay up." And he said that you guys were like, "No, Moff, it's okay. Let's go to sleep." And he's like, "Nope." And that it got quiet after a certain point, and they were like, "Yo, I think Moff went to sleep finally." Right?
Yeah, he passed out.
And he fucking. They went to go look at Moff's bed. He wasn't in his bed. And he comes from behind. He goes, "Surprise, motherfuckers! None of you going to sleep." And he has a machine to shave their heads. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. And he freaking, you know what he did to all the freaking sheets? He threw them in the tub, bro. Filled them up with water.
And Moff can't keep his room at like 30 degrees.
And we were freezing our balls off in there. And Moff, please, it's cold. He didn't care. Moff is nuts, bro.
That was one of my favorite stories that he ever told me because the way he set it up, like because he kept teasing him at first, right? He was saying, he's like, I'm gonna shave your heads if you go to sleep. I'm gonna shave your heads.
And we couldn't go to bed.
Like, no. And then he got like he did a super fat ninja. He disappeared off the bed. They didn't hear him.
He's
like,
up.
Where's
that's it. He's up now. He's up now. Yeah, he's up. I think Red jumped Mafia from one of the beds to the other side. Mafia's not there. He's like, "Yo, what the hell? Where is he?" Holy shit! He popped out. He had the freaking machine, bro. Bro, this is craziness. How do you remember that story? I forgot about that story, bro.
An elephant never forgets, bro. I'm one of those guys. I do like some of my memories are fading as I'm getting older. You know what I mean? But the ones that always got me, like that one. That's all, and the Briscoes on the bridge. Those are always gonna stay with me, man. Those are
in the quiet storm, stabbing himself with his own knife.
Yes. Were you there when Moff harassed him? Like when he was really young, he's like, "Yo, you seen your mom naked?" He said, "Why would you ask that? That's fucked up, Moff." Were you there for that when Moff was harassing him? Yo, poor Quiet Storm. If Quiet Storm's a murderer, is because Moff pushed him to the other side.
100%. Us, yo, bro, we handcuffed him. So remember the story we told you? We were going to practice, and then Joelle, my aunt, was doing bounty hunting or something, and she had handcuffs. And Joelle stole the handcuffs and brought them to class. So we're on the way to class to wrestle, to train, and John is in the car, and we decide to jump him, beat him up, pull the car over, and handcuff him. We let him out the car in Long Island, and we let his hair loose and ripped his shirt. He's handcuffed, and he had to walk like 30 blocks to the school in handcuffs in the middle of the night in Long Island. I was like, bro, he's definitely going to get the cops called on him. He's going to jail by the time he gets to the class.
Yo, poor Quiet Storm used to get so abused. But it's because he was the youngest one out of all you guys, right?
Yeah. And we had to kind of mold him, right? Because he was really
he needed to get toughened a little bit because he was really
uptight. So we loosened him up. After a few years, he was normal. Yeah, messing around, busting chops. He brought a knife to the car. He goes, "Any of you guys mess with me, I got a knife. I'll stab you." Holy shit! You brought a real knife. We're friends. You bringing a knife? I said, all right. You're the first one to go to sleep every time. Remember, he always passes out. I said, you always pass out. We got a long ride to Baltimore. So by the time we get up there, you're snoring, guaranteed. I'm not going to sleep. 3 hours later, he's snoring. I go in his pocket. I take out his knife. John, wake up. John, wake up. He wakes up in a panic. I'm like, what's up? What's up? What's up? You gonna stab me with your knife? He kicked his own knife and it stabbed him in the thigh. It got stuck to his leg. Oh shit! You ever seen Ace Ventura when he went? He did the same thing. So, yo, Monsta, you my witness. Quiet Storm had windbreaker suits every single day of the week. So he was like Batman. He had the same exact windbreaker suit like 20 times over. He's Batman. He got the same outfit for every day of the week. It's crazy. It's not the same outfit. It's the same outfit, but different outfits.
Holy shit.
Like 20 of them. But that one particularly, he stabbed it, and you could see the wet windbreaker just getting wet around his leg because he's bleeding now. He gets out of the car. The knife is stuck. He won't touch it. Pull it out. Pull it out. He won't touch it. I'm not pulling it out. You pull it out. Come on, man. Pull it out, please. I pulled the knife out. Oh, he's bleeding. Bro, it's crazy. He couldn't wrestle that weekend.
Bro, my head hurts from laughing so hard, man. That shit is awesome.
It's good times.
Love Quiet Storm.
But we gotta freaking do it again because this is Joel. I'm gonna kill Joel. We gotta do it all.
Nah, it's all right. It's all right. Listen, next week we bother him. We get on Joel's ass.
Absolutely. I appreciate
real
you
quick
for real, man.
Ray, plug the show again.
Yeah, let's promote this show right here. Let's get to August 20th. Wrestling is Now presents their very first show. You guys are putting together your first show here. Look at that card though. Like just that poster alone, you got Danny Limelight, Hernandez, Slice Boogie, Joey Conway, Amber Noah, Janae Kai, Ace Romero, Dominic De Niro, Richard Holiday. That's a stacked card. And then you got you guys that, again, that's worth price of admission alone right there.
Come on. Like, thank you. I appreciate that. But
I have to go check that out to be with you and Hernandez.
We're working on certain tag teams that we just talked about right now. So that's gonna come to light in fruition because we got a lot of plans.
Like I said,
that we want to do.
I'll definitely be at this show because Hernandez is like fam too. So
yeah.
And by the way, real quick, shout out to Santana. We hope you feel better. That's a great picture. I love that picture, by the way. Shout out to Santana. Hope everything works out for you, bro. But real quick, thank you again. I know that, no matter where we go in life, we're always going to be connected and we're always going to have a great time like we did today. And next week, I look forward to more.
Heck yeah.
Like I said, we got to bust on Joel and make him feel bad.
Oh, he's going to make up for it. It's going to be great.
But thank you.
It's fun, man. Thank you guys for having me on, bro. For real. Mad love.
Ray, thank you again. Also,
Ray, hit me up, guys. Let me know. And this show is going to be killer. We got some nice plans. We're gonna try to take it back to the root of wrestling.
Anytime you want to dance, I'll be your partner, baby.
Oh, 100%. It's in the works already. We were talking to Monsta, to Maff, and we were like, yeah. He's like, hell yeah, bro. Let's do that shit. And we were like, all right, good, bet. That's where we want to go. Because we still got a few more classics to, you know what I mean, to show these kids. Because it's crazy. So far I think we've been doing all right. You know, we've been checking off those boxes. Like, can they still move like they move? We can still move. We're hurt, but we can still move.
Nah, you guys look good. I've seen you guys look good. So.
We're getting there little by little, man. You know, but you know how wrestling is. Little by little. Get the freaking rustiness off and we'll go. You know, and looking forward to next week. Looking forward to wrestling you again, Monsta. We love you, but we have great classics, so we have to do it again.
Hopefully Thursday next week, 8 o'clock, same time. Maybe everyone can show up at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Well, we're just gonna call it part 2. That's it.
Yeah, part 2. Maybe.
I can make it easier for this time. Just part 2. That's it.
Hell yeah.
But guys, make sure you're following. Make sure you go follow them on their socials. There you go. Go follow Jose at Real Jose Maximo right there. Go follow him on Instagram. I'm gonna put up Joel.
Don't put it I'm here. Don't put Joel shit.
No, but then everyone can get on Joel's shit and be like, "Yo, Joel, what the hell, bro?"
Yeah, harass him
because we have so many. We have so much more to show. We got images, we got videos. So go hit up Joel as well. Make sure he gets go follow Theo Mack as well. Get his Twitter up as well.
Follow Mack, baby.
So there you go, guys.
Legend.
But again, Jose, Theo, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you for having me on. Love you guys.
Next week we'll be back, guys. Till then, as always, we'll see you guys. Peace.